folks, welcome back to Flamebroil. Today we are in the Underbog. Yes, one I haven't done yet, so I figured I better show you all the ones I haven't done yet, and I'll try and keep everything fresh in this series and not replay the same dungeons. I'm pretty sure I've done that so far. I really haven't done anything like that. Trying to stay away from the questing for a little while, just because I don't know. Sometimes that gets a little boring, and well. Anyway, we had a warrior tanking for us today, and we did have a little bit of a problem. No drama or nothing. No one said nothing, but I was trying to determine. I wasn't quite sure where the problem was, but the tank died at one point in one of the battles here. I can't remember which one, but at some point we'll see that in the footage. Just so you know, figured I'd point that out to you. Like I said, and again, we have another person. If you look at the little DPS meter thing on the bottom there, the guy that's on the bottom, it really doesn't get much better. I think he's an enhancement shaman. I can't really tell. I'm assuming. I looked at some of his stats after, so I'm assuming it's enhancement. So either he was just auto attacking, or again, what is this? 3 runs in a row that people are just, well, I'll phone it in and I'll just hit auto attack and just sit there and let everyone carry me. Always one person. And I'm telling you, like for years now, I never had any problems with this. But now all of a sudden we're having problems with it. So it's just bizarre. I never had that problem. As you see here, one guy did die. This wasn't a tank. Just in that little battle, that boss battle there. Had something to do with those mushrooms. I can't quite remember what the deal with the mushrooms was, but anyway, they killed him. But we survived. That was okay. That was quite okay. Oh, now I remember. It was one of the pulls up here in the area where you're fighting some of the Naga and those weird-looking Draenei dudes. So more towards the end, just before you fight that Hydra, the multi-headed creature thing. So that's sort of where the tank ended up getting killed. So, oh well. And at the end of this, you'll see me hit not in the dungeon run, but you'll see me outside of the dungeon run hit level 64. So we're 4 levels away from getting the heck out of Outlands and going to Northrend, which I can't wait for, because I really just, it isn't that I like Northrend. It's just that I get bored with Outlands, the quests here. And I really have only leveled one person on the horde side through Northrend, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Most of the questing in Borean Tundra has gotten boring for me on the Alliance side, because it's always the ones I go with. And so how many alts have I got now that went through there? I don't know, probably eight alts, 10 alts. So yeah, it's getting kind of boring and stale. But now that I'll be going through on the horde side again, this will only be the second time. It'll sort of be like doing it all over again for the first time. So it'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll probably show you some more questing and probably a few dungeon runs also when we hit Northrend at 68, which I really won't be too long now, guys. Won't be too long. You probably only have maybe a couple more episodes here, 2 or 3, maybe 4 most. We'll see. Yeah, so last episode I introduced my new intro. Haven't heard too much about that, but yeah, I'm gonna try and make intros for all my shows. For those of you that watch my Minecraft series, I still haven't come up with an idea for it. That's the only problem. So I'm still thinking about it. I'm not quite sure what kind of an idea I should do for maybe an outro for this show and for those shows too. I'm still thinking, but I don't know. I think I'm trying to learn to experiment a little bit more with the video making, and so maybe the next series will be a little more exciting than this one was. I think some of the earlier episodes I was still learning things, like about the editing process and trying to figure out high definition settings, and really that's sort of why I stuck with 720. I know that was like the first few episodes of this series where I was like, should I do 1080p? But really, it was like I couldn't even watch the videos myself on 1080p when I set it to that. So, and I got a good connection here, so I'm not quite sure really to people's benefit to watch something in 1080p I mean, you'll notice a difference obviously if you're watching on a huge screen, but for the majority of people are in, even for a large computer screen, it isn't too bad when you're doing 720. It really isn't, and at least you can sort of stream it. Yeah, so in some of these parts here get a little tricky. I think I pulled aggro right there, as you see. But for the most part, he kept aggro pretty decently. There was a couple parts where he didn't. But yeah, I'm getting excited about Mists of Pandaria. I can't wait till that comes out. Looking good. I just want to do some different quests. I just want to do the same ones over and over and over again. It's getting a little boring. I'm really not quite sure. Like day one of Mists of Pandaria, am I gonna go out questing and just try and deal with the big mob of people that are all going out at the same time, or am I gonna just mellow out in one of the major cities and maybe just because I have so many alts, maybe I'll just spend the night or maybe a couple nights just specking them and making sure I'm testing out different things and trying to get some professions up. Maybe who knows? I'm thinking maybe like for the starter zones, I would maybe not level my main, but maybe level some of my people that are sort of gatherers and try and make a few bucks because I know the some of these things that are coming in this that are supposed to be pretty darn expensive. And they were showing off that new mount as kind of like the Tundra mount that was in Northrend, where you have like some little vendors on the side of the mount. The big mammoth one. There's supposed to be one, some big giant yak, and this one is extremely expensive, just like that one was. It's got like an achievement hook to it, and so obviously I'd like to get that. I don't really have that much money even on my even on my server where my main people are. I just don't. So you see here, yeah, we did pretty good. Got all the quests done except for one, and what I did was it was the one for the Sanguine Hibiscus. You need 5 of them. All these people kept looting them, but the thing is, I know from when I leveled that you can go back because they regrow. They actually regrow in the Underbog. So that's a little known fact. So yep, hit 64. Got Bind Elemental, which I haven't bought yet. I don't. That's not that important to go back. And yes, for your viewing pleasure, on my way out, I figured I'd do a couple of some of the parkour jumps, hoping to kill myself jumping off the giant mushrooms. I'm thinking I might try Blade's Edge. You know you're gonna die when you go to Blade's Edge. There's no way you're gonna get down off of some of those things. But as you see here, I do 2 tries here. The first try, I tried to reach that other mushroom, I missed it. But weird thing was I hit that one there, and then I go, whoa, I didn't die. I was actually hoping to die horribly or make like an incredible jump. But this one here, this jump actually worked pretty good. So, this is like one of those things. One thing, if you were going to make this like into a competition, like I've seen on some channels, you'd want to hit that tent that I missed on that last part. So yes, arbitrary cheer, but just for your viewing pleasure. Here's the second jump from the other side of it. I was trying to reach that mushroom there, but I was pretty sure I wasn't going to make it anyway. I think if I had aimed for the other one, that was closer to it, I might have maybe survived that, but it's all good. I haven't reincarnated for a while, so I'm back. I'm alive. Yay! I am alive. Okay, guys, I'll catch you next time. It's a matter of signing off. Adios.